Alexander Hamilton, Mount Rushmore, and Pop Smoke. What's up, folks? This is Brian Gaddis with Google Trends for Friday, July 3rd, 2020. And we are going through our trending topics today. On location in Houston, Texas. Okay, Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton despised slavery but didn't confront George Washington or other slaveholders. A young Alexander Hamilton arrived in New York City at King's College, today's Columbia University, during a time of fervor and unrest that sounds a lot like today, the Washington Post has reported. In 1773, Bostonians had just chucked their tea into the harbor. Even New York, a more crown-friendly town, crackled with talk of revolution. 18-year-old Hamilton ditched his plans to study medicine and threw himself into reading Enlightenment philosophers, arguing with friends, and hustling to rallies in the city. It's this environment that launches Hamilton the musical and casts a central character as a fresh kind of founding father, immigrant outsider activist. The Broadway show's debut on TV for the July 4th weekend, streaming on Disney Plus beginning today. So 1 million searches. Puts a new lens on the most patriotic holiday at a time when American values are under painful scrutiny. This is all from Washington Post. With Black Lives Matter's rising, statues of white slave owners falling, it might feel good to watch Hamilton and think of an ethnically diverse hip-hop past. The reality, of course, was way more complicated. Slavery was a system in which every character in our show is complicit in some way or another. Creator and star Lin-Manuel Miranda told NPR's Terry Gross this week. Hamilton, although he voiced anti-slavery beliefs, remained complicit in the system. Hamilton doesn't appear to have ever directly owned any enslaved people. He grew up working class on the Caribbean islands of Nevis and St. Croix, where black people outnumbered white people more than 10-1. His mother died when he was no more than 13. His date of birth is uncertain, 1755 or 1757, and left him and his brother 2 enslaved workers. But because the boys were born out of wedlock, they received no property. When he arrived at King's College, Hamilton had only been in America for a year, sent by island businessmen who took up a collection for him after being impressed by his intelligence and drive. In New York, he was surrounded by posh classmates, including a nephew of George Washington, whose families owned slaves or who brought enslaved servants along with them. Hamilton was known to despise slavery, but he also really liked having influential friends. He invoked the topic in his fiery early writings. It was to slam British laws as enemies to the natural rights of mankind, because they wished to see one part of their species enslaved by another, meaning the colonists were treated in the worst way possible, like slaves. Hamilton left school before graduating to join the upstart Continental Army. That's the charismatic networker. Made his ultimate connection, becoming an aide and surrogate son to Washington. That alone required Hamilton to set aside his feelings about slavery, because Washington owned more than 100 people back home in Virginia. But when the British began offering freedom to only enslaved people who would join the royal cause, Hamilton saw an opportunity. He urged Washington to let black soldiers fight for freedom. Hamilton touted the idea in an extraordinary letter to John Jay in 1779. So, that's a little about it. Washington Post, Alexander Hamilton. He is trending. Definitely watch it. Mount Rushmore, the site of the festivities tonight. Of course, Donald Trump wants fireworks over around Rushmore. CNN is reporting. Let me know in the comments what you think about Alexander Hamilton. Excited? Have you watched on Disney Plus? George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Donald Trump For President Trump, nothing could be more natural than to stand alongside such giants of American history. On Friday night, he will travel to Mount Rushmore for an early Independence Day party, reviving the environmentally worrisome tradition of July 4th fireworks over their massive carved likenesses. Such frivolity might seem a poor taste amid a fast worsening pandemic and unwise since social distancing won't be required at the event. But the holiday that celebrates independence from Britain is being used to bolster Trump's false narrative that the country is doing just fine. We're headed back into a very strong fashion, and I think we're going to be very good with the coronavirus, Trump told Fox Business on Wednesday, a day after his government's top infectious disease specialist, Anthony Fauci, warned the disease could soon see 100,000 new cases per day. The Mount Rushmore state, South Dakota, has not been as badly hit by the virus. Has not been as badly as much of the rest of the heartland, but only takes one infected person in what is expected to be a big crowd to seed new outbreaks. The president loves a big show and bigger crowds. On Saturday, he'll host his second Slate to America festivity in Washington, complete with another massive fireworks display. Last year, his demand for fly past the military hardware model, for instance, Bastille Day parade, doubled the cost of the event to $13 million. Washington's Mayor Muriel Bowser has asked citizens to stay home and watch the show on TV, but the temptation will be great for many. The city's subway system is already bracing for crammed trains. So, let me know what you think. Did you watch it? Pop Smoke. Definitely let me know what you think about all that. Pop Smoke has left us with something special with debut album. But yeah, I saw a little bit of tonight. It looked pretty good. But yeah, you definitely want to everything, all the festivities at Mount Rushmore. You definitely want to check out. You want to be, I'd say, safe in regards to social distancing and whatnot. When 21-year-old Maluchi Boateng first heard Pop Smoke's music last year, he fell in love with it. As the rapper's posthumous album, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, was released on Friday, Maluchi tells Radio 1 Newsbeat he's grateful he has something to hold on to. I'll honestly play his album to my future children. It's incredible. I'd been waiting all day for it to come out. I'll listen straight away. He says this release of such an album, Pop Smoke's debut, was bittersweet. While I was really enjoying these songs, I was like, wow, this is the last one I'll get to hear. Super sad. The U.S. rapper, real name Bashar Baraka Jackson, was killed in a suspected robbery in February at the age of 20. So sad. Destined for great things. Pop Smoke only released his debut mixtape in 2009, but was already having a big impact on hip-hop. He had been co-signed by 50 Cent, who's executive produced the posthumous album, which features a sample of the classic 50 Cent Mini Men from 50's own debut. That's pretty cool. I like that. Many Men. Many. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Jonathan Groff is trending. So many Hamilton reaction tweets focus on Jonathan Groff's bit. Jonathan Groff's performance as King George is a hit. Fan says he stole the show. Hamilton opened on Friday, July 3rd. Rave reviews on Disney Plus, and fans have been praising most elements of the film, including cast performance by actor trending heavily on social media was Jonathan Groff, who returned to play King George in the film. The actor joined Hamilton cast when it was first hit on Broadway in 2015. His role was previously essayed by Brian Gaddis in the off-Broadway production. Fans took to Twitter to praise the performance of the Grammy Award-winning actor and singer who has been part of some high-profile projects. I'm going to need 2 hours and 40 minutes of Jonathan Groff as King George in Hamilton, a fan wrote. He stole the show off another fan. He is the heart of Hamilton. We love Jay Groff. So, definitely making a big impact. On Hamilton. Hamilton was big today. Daveed Diggs is trending. He questions Independence Day. Celebrations in new video. What to my people is the 4th of July. Hamilton star is questioning it. He is trending. Anthony Ramos, life-changing role in Hamilton. He is trending. Hamilton was huge today. 5-star college basketball recruit Makur Maker commits to Howard. Makur Maker is trending, so he is committing to Howard. Thomas Jefferson, president, is trending. A flawed Thomas Jefferson left a lasting legacy, Missourians reporting. A lot about Thomas Jefferson, a lot, obviously, 4th of July. Coming up, Khabib. Norma, the UFC star Khabib, his father dies from COVID-19. So sad, so sad. Our hearts and prayers go out to him and his family. Due to COVID-19 complications, Khabib's father. May he rest in peace. Hydroxychloroquine's back in the news, doing some good things. Save patients' lives. So it's coming back. Birkin bag. So Weedy got 2 Birkin bags from Quavo. Quavo teased an extravagant riff where the woman hit the flashlight to see her face and she looking like a Birkin bag on the way. He did it. Kept his word. Okierete Anoduen. He's trending. From Hamilton, Bass Nectar. Takes step back from career amid sexual abuse allegations. Let's see. Kate Beckinsale shuts down Instagram troll with perfect answer. I guess people have been criticizing her. There's a troll criticizing her age gap with her love interests. You saw that viral video of the couple, the woman Jillian Woostenberg. She's trending. She pulled the gun out on the African American mother and daughter. Crazy video if you haven't watched it. Bass Nectar stepping back from career following allegations of sexual misconduct announced in Defa Hayes and the Haikus. So yeah. Declaration of Independence. NPR reads the Declaration of Independence. That's trending. Zion Williamson encouraged Louisianians to stay safe. Wear your mask. New Orleans Pelicans rookies IML appeared alongside Louisiana governor in a public service announcement. You'll probably see a lot more of these when people just have a significant issue with wearing these face masks. Casey Musgraves, she is filing for divorce from Rustin Kelly. So sorry to hear this. South Dakota governor is trending. And Joey Cuellar, Evo co-founder, CEO Joey Cuellar removed after sexual abuse. Looks like sexual abuse allegations. So, Joey Cuellar there's some craziness in the news with all of that. Birthdays. All right. Tom Cruise is 58 years old. Can you believe it, folks? He turned 58 today. Happy birthday to Tom Cruise. Kimmy Gibbler, Andrea Barber. She is the big 4'4", 44 years old. Wow, she is 10 years older than me. And Party Next Door, pop singer, is 27. Wow. Olivia Munn is 40. Happy birthday to her. Who else? Patrick Wilson is 47. Julian Assange, 49. He's a... All right, folks. That's it for Google Trends for today. I want you to like, comment, share, subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Peace.